What's up, everybody? Dre Baldwin, Dre all day. This video is actually on one of my other channels. I decided to put it on this main channel so all y'all can see it. It's some off the court stuff that don't have to do with playing basketball or even sports. Check this out. Work on your game.
DreAllDay.com.
What up, everybody? Dre all day. This is a topic about business and money, and we're talking about sales and selling. I'm sure I actually can't even assume, but I think most of you have heard the oft-said statement that everyone in the world is in sales. If you didn't know that you're in sales, you are in sales. And there are a lot of people in the world, even to this day, who look at sales as some type of negative thing, like some ugly, dirty thing that only certain types of people do. When they hear sales, they get a certain vision of a certain type of individual. Listen, everyone is in sales because every single thing you do is a sale. This video right here, if you're watching this video, then I made a sale. I sold you on the idea that I might have something to say that is useful or entertaining to you or educational to you, that you want to watch this video just to hear what I'm going to say. That's a sale. If you got a boyfriend or a girlfriend, have you ever been on a date or had sex or kissed another person, you made a sale. You sold that person on the idea of you. You sold them on the idea of being with you, the idea of kissing you, the idea of going on a date with you. Those are all sales. If you ever made a sports team, you made a sale to the coach that you were good enough to help his team win. If you ever got anything, if you ever persuaded anyone to do anything, if you persuaded your parents to give you $1 so you go to the ice cream cone, that was a sale. You sold them on the idea of giving you that dollar. For whatever reason they did it, whatever motivation they had, you made a sale. So when we talk about in your business life and your professional life, whatever it is you get involved in your career, you have to have the skill of sales. And sales is very simple. There are only a few things you need to understand about sales. Number one is that everybody is doing it. So if you're looking at sales as an ugly thing, you're going to be a terrible salesperson because you're looking at it as ugly. And your brain can't have those two in conflict. And if you believe sales is terrible, then you're going to be terrible at making sales. You won't make any. So first of all, get that out of your mind because you are making a sale. When you get dressed in the morning, you're preparing yourself for sales, because when you get dressed, you're dressing in a way that you're expressing yourself. You want people to get a certain impression of you based on the way you are dressed, and you're selling them on that idea every time you walk down the street. As soon as you walk out of your house, that's a sale that you've made. So here's the thing. First thing, understand that you are in sales whether you want to be or you don't. I don't care if you're an elementary school teacher, you are selling because you're selling students on the idea of your information and that you're the person to get it from. And to listen to you and to behave in class and do homework, etc., etc. That's the first thing, that everybody is in sales. The second thing with sales is that you have to understand what it is you're doing when you're selling. Selling is very simple. It's a transfer of emotion. It's a transfer of emotion. You take a product. Let's say I was selling an iPhone case. I'm selling iPhone cases. All I had to do, if I want you to buy one, I had to transfer how I feel about it to you to make you feel the exact same way about it. So reverse engineering that, what is it that has to happen before that even happens, is I got to feel like this is something that you actually need. Because if I'm selling iPhone cases, right, and I don't feel like they're very valuable, I feel like they're pieces of shit, how am I going to sell that to you? If I transfer that emotion to you, are you going to buy it? No. You're going to be like, okay, well, he feels a piece of shit, I feel it's a piece of shit, I'm not buying it. He ain't getting my $5, my $20, and my $50. It's a piece of junk. So first of all, you got to sell yourself. The first sale you must make is a sell to yourself. You got to believe in what it is you're selling, whether that be you as a person, your idea, or your product, your knowledge. Whatever it is you're selling, you have to believe it yourself before you sell it to somebody else. And once you believe it, you have that conviction, all you had to do is simply transfer your emotion about the product, that this is a great iPhone case, to the next person. Hey, this is a great iPhone case. How much is it? $25. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your business. And they're on their way. That's how you make a sale. So when you sell, there's only three things that you need to do. Number one, you have to present your product. So whatever your product is, your iPhone case, you build a little stand in the mall, a little kiosk in the mall so people see it. So there, your product is presented. You're selling yourself. You put on a suit, you put on your sweatpants, you put on your basketball uniform, whatever it is, you presented yourself. You present your product, and presenting it, you could demonstrate how it works. So you're a basketball player trying out for the team, you go play, you do the tryouts, you do the drills, and then you go through the scrimmages. So you're presenting your product. Every second that coach is watching you, you're presenting your product. Somebody stops at your kiosk and you tell them about your cell phones or your iPhone cases, you're presenting your product. You're showing them what the product is that you want them to buy. Second thing, you share its virtues. You discuss what the virtues of the product is. Okay, this is an iPhone case. It's made out of this material. It fits these size phones. It only costs this much. It comes with this. If you buy two, you get one free. We give you a package deal. Those are the virtues of the product. These are the reasons why you want this product, service, idea, knowledge, information. That's the second thing. And the third thing, most important, that a lot of people forget, ask for the sale. You must ask for the sale. I was at a grocery store probably a couple years ago, and there was a little girl and her mom were sitting at a table outside the grocery store selling Girl Scout cookies. And I like Girl Scout cookies. But this girl is a little white girl, probably from some suburb somewhere. I'm 6'4", black guy. I got on sunglasses, baseball hat, tank top, so she sees my tattoos and my muscles and all that, my presentation. And as I walked past, I looked over at her, and they were both sitting there, and they both looked right at me, and neither one of them said a word. Did I buy any cookies from them? Hell no. Not because I didn't want the cookies, but because they didn't ask me for the sale. If they wanted me to buy the cookies bad enough, she would have said, hey, do you want to buy some Girl Scout cookies? What is that? That's asking for the sale. It's also presenting the product. She didn't have to talk about its virtues because we all already know what Girl Scout cookies are. They sell themselves. But first of all, you got to be present and you got to ask people to buy. Because not everybody's going to just buy them just because. Some people, you got to sell them. You got to come to them and say, will you buy some Girl Scout cookies? That is asking for the sale. She didn't ask me for the sale. She didn't sell any cookies to me. You must ask for the sale. So if you like a girl, some people come to me and they say, hey, Dre, what about if I really like this girl? Eventually, you got to ask for the sale. You got to go to the girl and say, hey, will you go on a date with me? Will you go on prom with me? Can I get your number? Can we go have lunch together? Whatever the situation is, you must ask the question so that the person can answer. If you just give information and you never make the ask and the sale doesn't happen, then it's your fault. It's not the person who didn't buy. It's your fault for not asking for the sale. So let's review. Everyone is in sales. Number one, everything you do is a sale. Selling is a transfer of emotions. You got to believe in the product, service, knowledge, information. And all you had to do is transfer your feeling about it to another person, and they will believe in it. And when they believe in it, you ask for the sale. They buy. And sales is a 3-step process. Present the product, talk about its virtues, or display, discuss, demonstrate its virtues, whatever it is, whatever it happens to be. And the third thing, ask for the sale. If you get enough people to tell you no to a sale, eventually somebody's going to say yes. If you ask enough, anything, you will eventually get it. If you go to the mall, and you're a guy, you go to the mall and you ask every single girl in there, hey, can we go have a McDonald's cheeseburger together, me and you? Most of them are going to say no. If you keep asking, you go to the mall the minute it opens and you stay there till the minute it closes, I guarantee if you ask 100 people that question, somebody's going to say, sure. Maybe it might be somebody's grandma who's 80 years old and she ain't got no friends and she's lonely and she's glad that you want to talk to her. Well, guess what? That's a yes. It's still a yes. And it's not really about that. It's not about getting a date. It's just an example, a raw example that I'm giving you that says if you ask for anything enough, eventually you will get a yes. It's just a matter of figuring out what it is that you want. Ask enough, you will get a yes. That's all sales is. So now, if you thought sales was dirty, now you don't think that no more. If you thought you weren't in sales, you don't think that anymore. And now you know exactly how to sell. So sell yourself. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Thanks for checking out this video. Make sure you follow all my top content up here. Follow me on all your favorite social networks right over here. And make sure you are subscribed to catch all the new content I put on this channel every single day. Work on your game.